Have you ever received news that felt like it shattered your world into a million pieces? I have. I remember that day with a chilling clarity. The sterile smell of the doctor's office, the way the light hit the blinds, and the words that hung in the air. I'm afraid the diagnosis is ... double quotes in that moment. It felt like my future, my hopes, my entire identity was being rewritten by a medical chart. They handed me a prognosis, a likely outcome, a path laid out for me by statistics and textbooks. For a while, I walked that path. I was consumed by fear, by the what-ifs and the why-mes. The world outside seemed to fade, replaced by a maze of appointments, tests, and worried glances from loved ones. It felt like I was a passenger in my own life, and the diagnosis was firmly in the driver's seat. But then, something shifted. It wasn't a sudden, dramatic movie moment. It was a quiet spark. A flicker of defiance. I looked in the mirror one morning, past the tired eyes and the physical toll the battle was taking, and I saw a fighter. I realized that a diagnosis is a piece of information. It's a chapter, but it is not the entire book. My story was still mine to write. That was the turning point. I decided to fight back not just against the illness, but against the despair that came with it. I started small. I focused on what I could control: my mindset, my diet, my daily habits. I began researching everything I could, not to second-guess my doctors, but to become an active, empowered partner in my own healing. I learned to listen to my body in a way I never had before. I found strength in gentle walks, joy in a healthy meal I cooked for myself, and peace in moments of quiet meditation. This journey wasn't about ignoring medical advice. It was about supplementing it with a fierce will to live fully, whatever that looked like. I built a team around me, not just doctors, but friends who could make me laugh, family who held my hand, and a support community that understood my struggle without me having to say a word. They reminded me that I was more than my diagnosis. I was a friend, a daughter, a creator, a dreamer. Slowly but surely, I started to reclaim my life. The battle wasn't just physical anymore. It was mental and spiritual. I defied the odds, not by ignoring them, but by refusing to be defined by them. I learned that true strength isn't about never falling. It's about how you get back up every single time. It's about finding hope in the darkest of corners and holding onto it with everything you've got. Today, I'm not the same person who walked into that doctor's office. This battle, as difficult as it was, changed everything for the better. It taught me the true meaning of resilience, the power of a positive mindset, and the incredible capacity of the human spirit to overcome it. It gave me a new appreciation for every sunrise, every conversation, every simple, beautiful moment of being alive. If you're facing your own battle right now, whatever it may be, please know this: you are stronger than you think. Your story is not over. You have the power to defy your diagnosis, to fight for your life, and to write your own ending. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content on resilience and finding strength in adversity. See you next time.